Good morning, everyone. Today, we're diving into an intriguing topic that many of us are curious about: sexual connection and what truly excites us in intimate relationships. In exploring this subject, it's important to remember that the mind and body are deeply interconnected. Our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations influence how we connect with each other, both mentally and physically. When it comes to intimacy, many people, guys included, don't just crave the physical sensation, but they also yearn for an emotional connection. Sexual energy isn't just about the body, it's deeply intertwined with the mind. Eye contact is an incredibly powerful tool in building that emotional connection. It's one of the most vulnerable ways to engage with a partner because it opens up a channel for authentic, non-verbal communication. Imagine being in a position where you are fully aligned with your partner, sharing a gaze, and feeling truly seen. That deep, intimate eye contact can create a sense of closeness that goes beyond physical pleasure. It touches on trust and emotional security. It says, "I see you and I'm here with you." In positions like missionary, where you can face each other, the act of holding each other's gaze creates an emotional bond that goes beyond the physical experience. It's almost like the body becomes a vessel through which two people can communicate without words. This kind of connection builds anticipation, deepens desire, and can often make the experience feel more profound. For many, it's not just about the physical act itself. It's the feeling of being emotionally seen and cherished. Emotional intimacy like this leads to greater fulfillment because when you feel emotionally connected to your partner, it opens up the potential for greater physical pleasure. It's about the shared energy between two people, not just the mechanics. The importance of eye contact in intimacy is also about creating a safe space where both people can feel vulnerable. Being able to look into each other's eyes signals a level of comfort and security. You know that your partner is present with you, that they're engaged on a deeper level than just the surface. It is this emotional depth that often makes the physical connection more meaningful. Ultimately, it's about balancing both the emotional and physical realms of intimacy. Eye contact isn't just a gesture, it's a bridge that connects two people on a level that transcends words. One of the core desires in intimate relationships is the need for novelty and excitement. As humans, we naturally seek variety in many areas of our lives, and intimacy is no exception. When things become routine, the emotional and physical connection can start to feel stagnant. This is why variety becomes so important. It helps keep the experience fresh, engaging, and full of anticipation. When we talk about positions that allow for variety, it's not just about changing physical angles, it's about opening up new ways to connect with your partner. Exploring different positions gives both partners the chance to discover new sensations, new ways of experiencing pleasure, and perhaps new emotional connections. This exploration can bring a sense of adventure and playfulness to intimacy. The next agreement is about empathy. Positions like cowgirl or reverse cowgirl, for example, offer one partner the chance to take control, which can be a powerful experience for both. It shifts the dynamic in the relationship, allowing each partner to experience things from a different perspective. The person in control has the ability to adjust the rhythm, depth, and angle, which brings new physical sensations to both individuals. This shift in control also opens up an opportunity for increased communication and mutual discovery. Exploration doesn't have to stop at positions, though. It can extend to new environments or settings, changing the scene. Whether it's in a different room, outdoors, or a more spontaneous encounter, injects an element of surprise and excitement into the experience. The unexpected can heighten anticipation and create a sense of thrill that brings both partners closer. Moreover, variety allows both partners to step out of their comfort zones and explore each other in new ways. Trying something different together, whether it's a new position or just a new rhythm, can build a deeper sense of trust and intimacy. It's about both individuals being open to the idea of learning more about each other, and understanding that growth in intimacy doesn't always mean doing the same thing over and over again. Ultimately, variety ensures that intimacy remains dynamic. In long-term relationships, it's easy to fall into familiar patterns, but making an effort to change things up ensures that the connection stays vibrant. It fosters excitement, mutual discovery, and an ongoing journey of connection. A major aspect that many people crave in intimate relationships is the feeling of being desired. It goes beyond the physical act itself and taps into something much deeper. The emotional experience of knowing your partner finds you irresistible and craves you. This feeling of being wanted can transform a simple physical connection into something much more meaningful and emotionally fulfilling. Certain positions can help enhance this feeling of being desired. For instance, in positions like doggy style, the receiving partner may feel like they are the center of their partner's attention. The physical angle of this position and the dynamic it creates can make someone feel intensely pursued and wanted. It's not just the physical pleasure, but the emotional component that heightens the desire to be desired. Knowing that your partner is fully focused on you in that moment. Similarly, positions where one partner assumes a more dominant or controlling role can also amplify the feeling of being desired. These positions emphasize the partner who is being pursued, and this can increase a sense of emotional attraction and importance. When one person feels completely desired, it can strengthen the emotional bond and make the physical experience more fulfilling. It's a form of validation, signaling that they are not only wanted but cherished. Being desired is not solely about physical actions. It's about the attention, the emotional focus, and the intimate gestures that show your partner's affection. Small, subtle things like a passionate gaze, a touch, or a word of affirmation can make you feel incredibly wanted. The emotional validation that comes from feeling desired fosters a deeper sense of connection, creating trust and strengthening the intimacy shared. Ultimately, when both partners crave each other in this way, it creates an environment where they can open up to one another on both an emotional and physical level. It's a reminder that intimacy isn't just about routine, it's about being truly seen and cherished, which enhances the connection and makes the experience more profound and fulfilling. Intimacy through vulnerability is one of the most powerful aspects of a deep and meaningful sexual connection. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with another person, both physically and emotionally, it opens up a space for true closeness and trust to flourish. Vulnerability can feel daunting at times, but in the context of intimacy, it allows for a deeper connection that goes beyond just the physical act. Positions that create a sense of emotional or physical vulnerability are often the ones that build the strongest bonds. For example, positions like spooning or other forms of close face-to-face intimacy allow partners to be physically close while also fostering a deeper emotional connection. In these positions, you're not just engaged in the act itself, you're also sharing warmth, touch, and presence in a way that can make both partners feel more open and safe. So, vulnerability comes into play because these positions require trust. When you open yourself up to your partner in this way, you're showing them a level of intimacy that transcends the physical. You're allowing yourself to be seen in a way that's not just about pleasure, but also about sharing who you are emotionally and spiritually. It's an invitation to connect on a level that is deeply personal. And it's this emotional exchange that strengthens the bond between partners. Being vulnerable in these moments also allows you to experience intimacy without fear of judgment. It creates a sense of safety in the relationship, where both partners can be open about their desires, needs, and emotions. When vulnerability is welcomed and embraced, it lays the foundation for better communication and mutual understanding, which only enhances the experience. This emotional connection through vulnerability often leads to greater sexual satisfaction as well. When both partners feel emotionally secure and connected, they are more likely to experience heightened pleasure. The sense of trust that vulnerability builds makes the entire experience more enriching, physically, emotionally, and mentally. It turns intimacy into something that isn't just about momentary physical pleasure, but something more profound and lasting. In the end, intimacy through vulnerability is not just about exposing oneself physically. It's about being open with your partner in a way that makes you both feel safe, valued, and emotionally connected. It's about letting down walls and being present in the moment, which can create a lasting sense of closeness that goes beyond the bedroom. Mutual pleasure and reciprocity are central to creating a fulfilling and satisfying intimate experience. It's about both partners being equally engaged, not just in the physical act, but also in the emotional and mental connection. When both people are invested in each other's pleasure, the experience becomes more balanced and harmonious, which ultimately enhances the satisfaction for both. Measuring, tracking, ensuring, positions that allow for reciprocity, where both partners can give and receive pleasure, are particularly powerful. For example, positions like seated intimacy or missionary with a slight twist allow both individuals to be physically close while still having the freedom to adjust movements and rhythms. This ensures that both partners are receiving attention and pleasure, which strengthens the connection. When both are actively involved, it deepens the emotional bond because neither person feels like they are just a passive participant. They're both contributing to the shared experience. This kind of intimate connection goes beyond physical pleasure. It's about feeling emotionally valued and cherished. When both partners are focused on ensuring that the other is enjoying the moment, it reinforces a sense of care and mutual respect. It's not just about satisfying one person's needs. It's about recognizing each other's desires and working together to create an experience that feels fulfilling for both. This attention to each other's needs creates a deeper emotional connection, which can increase overall satisfaction in the relationship. The beauty of mutual pleasure is that it creates a positive cycle. When both partners are happy and satisfied, the connection between them strengthens. This positive energy encourages more exploration, communication, and sharing of desires, which continues to deepen the relationship over time. It becomes a reinforcing loop where both individuals feel more connected and eager to continue nurturing each other's needs. Let's continue the loop. Open communication plays a crucial role in ensuring reciprocity. It's not just about the physical actions, but about being able to express what feels good, what doesn't, and what both partners enjoy. This willingness to communicate openly fosters trust and emotional intimacy, which is essential for creating a fulfilling experience. When both partners are comfortable expressing themselves and adjusting to each other's preferences, it enhances the sense of connection and allows the experience to feel more authentic. Ultimately, when both partners prioritize mutual pleasure and reciprocity, the intimacy becomes far more rewarding. It's the realization that intimacy isn't just about one person's satisfaction, but about creating an experience where both individuals feel valued, desired, and emotionally fulfilled. This shared experience strengthens the bond, not just physically, but emotionally as well, fostering a deeper, more meaningful relationship